Hey guys, what's going on? This is the conservative speaking, and I wanted to talk to you about Leah Thomas. Leah Thomas is a man pretending to be a woman that is competing against biological women in collegiate swimming, and Leah Thomas is beating the brakes off of these women, smashing all different types of records that were held by female collegiate swimmers, and the people are having a fit over this. And also, Leah Thomas was also the guy that recently was crowned the NCAA champion in female swimming, and the feminists are having a fit over this, and other and along with other female competitors, along with their parents. Everyone is having a fit over the simple fact that this man is beating the brakes off of these women. But keep in mind, this is exactly what the feminists wanted, because the feminists believe that men and women are equal, and that men and women should be on equal playing fields. A man can do anything a woman can do, and a woman can do anything a man can do. Okay, well, this man decides that he identifies as a woman, and that he should have the right to compete against biological women, which he does have the right to do. And this is the very thing that the feminists wanted. This is what they were asking for: equality. The feminists should be standing for Leah Thomas. The feminists should be supporting Leah Thomas, because Leah Thomas now is a woman. You know what I mean? That the feminists should be standing for him. But why aren't they doing that? You know, this is a man pretending to be a woman. The feminists should be standing for this woman. Why aren't they doing it? Well, simple, because you have a man that's beating a woman, and the feminists can't stand that. No. You know what I mean? I wonder if they would have a different tune if this was a man that was not competing up to par with the women. But we all know that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what man you put these women against. The same man that's able to train just as much as they do would beat them easily. But to the feminists, this is now they're crying foul. Oh, how dare you! How dare you? But truth be told, right? Based on their definition, this is a pure prime example of equality, because it should be equality for all, right? A man can do anything a woman can do, and a woman can do anything a man can do. And this man decides to want to compete against women in swimming. The feminists should be standing against this man, not trying to break him down. You know, why does it matter? I mean, now all of a sudden, you know, why does his gender come into question when this man identifies as a woman? That should be the end of discussion. You see, the reason why I support Leah Thomas, who by the way was born William Thomas. The reason why I support this is because the feminists are getting exactly what they asked for. Careful what you wish for, because you will get it. All right. If this man wasn't beating the brakes off of these women, you wouldn't hear a peep from the feminists. The feminists would love it. They would embrace it. They say, "Hey, listen, this is perfect, because this is what we wanted. We wanted equality." All right. What the feminists really want is they want control over the men. That's the reason why they are for the emasculation of men. That's why they stand by homosexuals and everything else. But that's for a different topic. But the reason why the feminists are up in arms is because they realize that a biological man is beating the brakes off of biological women. You see, they're okay with equality just as long as the man is not dominating the women. But the minute that a man dominates a woman, now the gender has to come into play. I don't even understand why, because he already identifies as a woman. So don't you think? Wouldn't you think that the feminists would support it and stand by it? I'm sure they would, if it fit their narrative, and if it didn't go against what they believe, which what they really believe is that women are stronger than men, until proven otherwise. So without further ado, I want you guys to take a look at this, and as we go through it, you'll be able to see exactly what the whole issue is all about.
Swimmer Lia Thomas taking first place in the NCAA 500-yard freestyle. She is the first transgender athlete to be crowned NCAA champion, but not without controversy, because critics say she has an unfair physical advantage over the other swimmers and should not have been allowed to compete.
Who do you think? I mean, this is a man, this is a woman, that's a woman. Woman, woman, man. Man, woman. Woman, man. I mean, this man is almost a foot taller than this average woman. Amazing.
Now, second place went to University of Virginia swimmer Emma Wyant, who won a silver medal in last year's Tokyo Olympics. She's getting an outpouring of support on social media, with some calling her the true winner. And we saw, Lauren, at that medal ceremony, the crowd was virtually silent when Lia Thomas was announced the winner, the first place winner, and yet they went crazy cheering for the second place
because
winner.
Lia Thomas went through puberty, right? As a boy, she has bigger lungs, bigger.
But all things equal, I mean, he identifies as a woman. So wouldn't you give him the same rights or the same leeway that you would give a woman?
Bigger arms, bigger hands, and now she's competing against women who don't have that.
He. It's a man. He. All right. Obviously, I didn't get the pronouns wrong.
Physically. So they viewed the second place winner, Emma Wyant, as the first place winner. I think this is a major issue for so many athletes, so many parents out there who are raising athletes, because the rules of the game are changing and we're figuring out what they should be. Should transgender athletes have an asterisk next to their name if they win?
Why? According to Everything Equal, these same female correspondents would say that men and women are on equal playing fields, right? I mean, we live in a modern world now, right? It's a modern world. Everything Equal, he identifies as a woman. All right? That means that he's on the same playing field as a woman. Is it his fault that that he's allowed to come in and compete? I mean, and naturally beat a woman? I mean, this is the type of society that you people wanted. You wanted equality, you now got it. What's the problem?
Right? Because Lia was like number 467 when she competed as a male.
467. Could you imagine? Amazing. 467. That means there were 466 other men that were better than this guy. All right? 466 other guys were better than this guy. And all of a sudden, he competes against the women, and he's the best athlete among female athletes. What does this show you? What does this show you? This shows you that you can put the least competitive man in any sport. All right, and you put him up against women, and he will run laps over. He will run laps all over that woman. All right, he will run circles around that woman. All right. It just goes to show you that men biologically are stronger than women. Men will always be biologically stronger than women. Men biologically are stronger, quicker, faster. I mean, what more proof do you need? But listen, in a fair society, all right, he has the right to compete against women because he is a woman. So, is it his fault that he's bringing in attributes that are? I mean, is it his fault, honestly, that he's bringing in his male attributes to use that as a competitive edge against women? But wait, but men and women are equal, correct? So why should that even matter? Maybe women should just train harder.
Now she's number one as a female. I mean, it's a tough issue, and I think it's going to be an election issue as well.
And Joe Concha, so Martina Navratilova, a tennis legend, came out sort of said the exact same thing. She said maybe the solution in the interim is that you're honoring the decisions of these transgender athletes, but you're not negatively affecting those who have worked so hard to get where they are. So maybe you put an asterisk by the name, you reserve medals, you come up with some type of.
No. You don't do that because in the end, he identifies as a woman. He has every right to do what he's doing. And no, you shouldn't take that away from him because he identifies as a woman. All right? He is a woman now. All right? He's a woman. It's not his fault that he happens to bring his male attributes as a woman because he has the right to compete alongside women as long as he identifies as a woman. All right? Isn't this what the great white dope wanted when he signed that executive order? allowing biological men who identify as women to compete with women? This is what he wanted. This is what you guys voted for.
The interim solution in the gray area right now, Joe.
That's not a bad idea at all. And if the producers just put up that full screen real quick, if you could, the first full screen showing the three swimmers, because that really hits home in terms of the advantage, right, that we're seeing here. And look, my wife is a former Division I athlete, right? And look at that, guys. And she would tell me about the training regimen that she had to go through in terms of being on the track team at her school, on top of being pre-med. It's just such an overwhelming commitment. And for these girls that are competing, knowing when they go into a competition that they're going to lose, because one person they're competing against has a decided physical advantage. It's a whole bowl of wrong. But if you criticize this, somehow you're anti-trans somehow. Of course not. It's just a matter of asking for a level, competitive playing field.
This ridiculousness that they're talking about. Anti-trans? No such thing. There's no such thing. No such thing as anti-trans. Amazing.
I don't see why that's controversial in any way.
And Harris, we have parents, actually a video of them that spoke with Fox Digital earlier, and they sort of made that same point. They said this isn't really the right place to honor those decisions of transgenders because it's negatively impacting the biological females that have worked so hard. We'll play a bit.
We do not support a biological male swimming in the women's championship meet. Again.
Keep in mind. I'm sure she's a feminist. All right, but these are the same feminists that are stating that men and women are equal, that men and women should be on an equal field, that men are no stronger than women are no stronger than men, and that a man can do anything a woman can do, and a woman can do anything a man can do, except when the man is beating them at the very sport that are reserved for women. Except for the fact when a man is beating them at the very sport that is reserved for women. But look at it but this is how I look at it, right? At least he is now bringing attention to a sport that nobody really cares about. I mean, let's be honest. Who really watches women's swimming? As a matter of fact, who watches any women's sports? nobody watches, nobody cares, because women do not compete at a high level as men do. So nobody cares to watch it. But now he is actually bringing attention to the sport, because he's showing you exactly how exciting this sport can be when men are actually competing at it. You know what I mean? He's bringing excitement to the very sport that nobody would watch. So if anything, you should be applauding, especially the feminists. The feminists should be behind this. I mean, this is going to allow women now to make a few extra bucks. You know, if they choose to move on to the Olympian level. You know what I mean? Like, this man is doing these women a favor. How dare these women?
Against females. It is an unfair advantage.
He's a human. We should respect that and what he wants to do with his life. But this isn't the place to do it. It's taken opportunity away from females that have worked very, very hard for a long, long time, even before college, to get into this position. And it's just not right.
Amazing stuff. So let me know what you guys think. All right, I would love to hear what you guys think of the matter. Let me know. You know, do you believe that that it is right for a biological man to compete and win against biological women? What do you guys think? Now, you already know my stance on this. I stand by William Thomas, aka Leah Thomas. I stand by him, because guess what? We live in a modern world now where everything is equal. Everybody is on an equally playing field. All right? This man claims that he's a woman. All right? According to the law, you have to give him that opportunity to compete against women. All right? It's not his fault. That's what the law wanted. As a matter of fact, that's what the feminists were pushing for. So I don't really understand why the feminists are upset. If anything, the feminists should really stand by this man by wanting to be a woman and compete against women. And in all things fair and in all things equal, this is on a complete fair playing ground. All right? But that's my take on this situation. I want to know what your take is. Leave a comment in the comment section after you subscribe to my channel. Click the like button if you like this video. Share the video if you feel it was very informative and if you were entertained. And subscribe to my channel, as I will provide more content on the double. Also, when you subscribe to my channel, click on the notification button so that you will be notified when my channel is dropping new content. And with that being said, this is The Conservative signing out. Have a blessed day, guys.